What up, world? This is Pableroy here, checking in because today is another show day. It's August 11th, Friday, and on the docket we have the Bangkok Poetry Slam. The Bangkok Poetry Slam is a monthly event. We do it every single month at Live Lounge in Bangkok, Sukhumvit Soi 13, right off the Nana BTS station. So here it is. I got it set up. I got my checklist. I'm about to go through the checklist, make sure I have it all my T's crossed and my I's dotted. What is that going to entail? Let's see, right off the bat, I just got to make sure, check the roster of poets who are slamming, make sure, because there's some people asking, hey, I want to sign up, but before I send them the registration, I got to make sure it's not full, see how many slots we have available. Right now, as per my last check yesterday, it was 6 slots filled, so we have 8 slots per slam, so 2 slots available. Get the slam registrations in order, make sure everything's sorted, get the pre-sales in order, so like people don't show up and bought a ticket and they don't get charged again, right? I got to make sure all the stuff is charged, make sure I got my sound recorder charged, make sure the data is cleared, right? So I have space to record the whole show. So I got to transfer some files, I'm sure, from the last recordings, transfer to the hard drive and clear out the space on the recorder. Got to make sure I have all the relevant wires, all the necessary connections, my mic. I don't need the mic stand today, but I do take my own mic. I'll show you. Well, you'll see it in the video. It's a cool mic. And what else? Got to practice my own, right? Like I'm hosting, right? So I have to practice my own poems, do a run through or 3 of Calling All Poets poem, do a run through of any other random poem I might have in case I might need to fill in. If there's no sacrificial poet, I might have to sacrifice myself. Pretty straightforward. Everything we got to do here is just general setup stuff. And then of course last week at the Calling All Poets open mic kickback, if you might remember, I was testing out these lav mic systems, and I had it hooked up so that the audio feed going into the recorder splits and also goes into one of these transmitters that I have here, and there's like an input here. So I was able to have it split into one of the transmitters, and that way as I'm recording, this is being recorded from my phone. So I have my phone connected to the receiver of these lav mics. What's going into the transmitter goes to the receiver, and that's what you're hearing right now, right? So it comes with 2, so I have another one here. So generally I'll have one hooked up, as I said, to the feed that the recorder is grabbing from. Then anytime I'm recording video, you're getting it direct. It's basically direct from the soundboard. There was a few issues with it towards the end of the night, like so. One of the videos, or actually a few of the videos I recorded, the audio isn't in sync with the video, so I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's a battery thing for the phone, but honestly it kind of defeats the purpose if I'm being real, because you have to go in and treat the audio and video and align it anyway, so kind of a disappointment. But I'll see if it happens again tonight. But yeah, we're gonna have that tested out, and that way I can have really clear audio on my IG videos. So see, right now it's 2:30 p.m. I expect to be ready by 5 p.m. so I could ride out by 5:30. I'll see you in a bit. Gonna pack all the gear, pack the mic, the iPad, the jar to pick the poet names from. I'll kind of, since last time it was all packed before I recorded, so this time I'll kind of aggregate it all so everyone can see what it is that I take. That's what it is. Here we go. Alright, so this is where I keep most of the Lyrical Lunacy shit. Here we have our jar. I have the mic here. So this is one of the things we put. Say hi to Luna. She's a cute cat. Oh, okay. She's. Oh yeah, good boy, Mr. Martin. It's yin and yang right here. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled programming. So what do we have here? This is like the money box, right? This is where we keep the cash and other gear. So we have our stickers that we sell in here, and we have pens for the revolving poem. These over here, that's from the GFF game from last week. We're not going to take these, so let me just put that in there. So what else? We have Lyrical Lunacy's revolving poem, Poetorio. by the awesome asylum of Lyrical Lunatic. So this is the revolving poem. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So people write on this. We pass this around every event, and people write a line and pass it around. These cables we need to connect, these are RCA cables and a 1/4mm cable that plugs into the soundboard at the venue. So these are definitely crucial for capturing the recording of the audio of every poet. So this is definitely important. This is important. This is my little sound pouch. It has all the sound cable stuff. So far that's what we have. This is our gear. So this is my data cable for when I DJ. And I basically have like a bunch of little cables. This is the pouch for my recorder, which the recorder should be in here. It has a little like adapters. See, like just a bunch of little adapters. You never know what you're gonna need. I've been in many cases where the place I'm at has the wrong inputs for the cables I bring. So I just bring it all just to play it safe, you feel me? So all right, that's the stuff so far. And here I have like my checklist for all the things I need to bring. So this is every show day I refer to this list. Here's what it has. Review online ticket sales. Make sure I have the revolving poem, the audio recorder, the audio cables, plus the microphone, the stickers. This is what I forgot last time. The freaking stickers. Well, here's the problem actually. I have stickers rolled into one. So I have the stickers that I sell and the stickers that are the indicators for how many people came. So I need to separate this into two to avoid the situation from last week. The money box, change in 100 baht bills. Is the guest list and sign-up forms final? Is the iPad charged? Is the laptop charged? Do I have the light stand ready? The poet jar and paper for the poet's names. Is it all packed up? So this is generally how we do it. Basically, before I leave, I need all of these checked off. Last week, I inadvertently checked something I shouldn't have. Will not do that this week. Off she goes. Alright, so right now I'm basically checking the sign-up forms and basically how I organize the forms and everything. I use Google Docs. So here's all the folders of all the events I've had since I started recording and basically being organized in 2017. So we go to 2023. Alright, here's all the events of the year so far. And today is August 11th, the Bangkok Poetry Slam. Check it out. Responses. So we have 8 response. Oh damn. 8 responses. That means our list is full. I thought there was 6. But all right. So here we go. That's actually really good news. We got a full roster now. So right now we got 8 responses. That's a full roster. So we got Mishu, sounds like Mishu, E3, Chininya, Amir, Pan, Christopher Cayenne Sear, Asa, sorry, big up Asa, and Improv Logic. So this is what's up, ladies and gentlemen. So that means anyone who else asks, like, yo, can I sign up? The answer is no now. We're full, son. All right, so that's the first step. Next step. So for every poetry slam, I also have to set the score sheet. So basically, I have the score sheet from last slam. I'll make a copy of it. And then I'll just move it to my folder here. So, move. Okay, same thing. This is like the pre-sales. So I'm gonna make a copy of this. And move it. Okay, now we go back to our 2023 folder, to our August 11th folder. And now we have both copies here. So essentially, I'll spare you the tedium of it, but I'll just tell you what I'm gonna do. So this is the score sheet for the last slam. It's a Google form, just like the sign-up sheet. And basically, I'm gonna switch all these names out for the poets who are slamming this week, or this month rather. A lot of them from last month are still here, so that's what it is. Don't worry, I'm not gonna have you sit with me while I do that. And then additionally, I gotta do the pre-sales. Basically, this is where I update anyone who has booked their tickets so far. I'm gonna put it in here. So that's what it is. So here's the front end of our score sheet here. I'm gonna show it to you in a second. So here's how it works basically. The judge is gonna come in and is gonna ask the judge, hey, what round is this? So let's say it's, oh, this is the sacrificial poet round. And select the name of the poet you're scoring. And see, as you see, all the poets who are on the roster tonight are here. So, all right, this is a sacrificial poet. Okay, let's go. Let's score these poets. All right, the judging has 3 criteria. It's writing, performance, and content. And it's 1 to 10, so potential total score of 30, right? 30 is a perfect score from a judge. So writing is basically, you know, how well is it written? How well is it structured? How well does it use any like poetic literary device? Whatever. This is like with the academic side of things. Then you have performances. How well was it executed and delivered? How well was the written word brought to life? Was it engaging? Was there stage presence? Was there preparation, right? So 1 to 10. And then finally is the content. This is sort of a personal bias. Like how much what's the poem about, and to what degree did it hit you in the feels, right? Did it stir your soul? 1 to 10. So this is how it goes. And then, so let's give this sacrificial poet a perfect score. And for those who don't know, the sacrificial poet is a poet who's not in the competition, who's here to kind of help the judges test the system out, because it's always someone who's never done this or never been to a slam. And basically, it's kind of like to set the tone for the rest of the evening, right? So yeah, that's how it goes. And then after the next poet, they do the same, rinse, repeat. What round is it? Name the poet you're scoring. So that's how it works. And then let me show you what it spits out. Basically, after that, all the scores get aggregated onto an Excel file. So here we have the scores from last month. It puts it all in this file. Now the colors and stuff, I come in after the fact and I organize it just so I can read it. Basically, we add up the scores. So here's the different judges give their scores, right? And then it's a score for writing, score for performance, score for content, and it all gets added here. And here we only had 4 judges this time. Usually we have 5. And how the scoring works is we have 5 judges and we drop the lowest score and the highest score. But this time we only had 4 judges, so we only dropped the lowest score. So as you can see here, we dropped the lowest score for all the poets, and then put the total to the side here. So it's again, it's a total of 30 times 3, right? 30 times 3 is 90. Each judge gives a perfect score of up to 30 points, but each poet gets judged by 3 judges. So their potential total score is 90. And then after the fact, we come here and basically aggregate the final scores. So last month Amir won, right? So Amir smashed the competition and captivated the judges and won. So he was very close to perfect score. That's a very high score, right? 85, 87. So big up Amir. He'll be slamming tonight, defending his title. So that's what it is, yo. That's how the scoring works.
Alright, yo, we're ready to go. This time we're gonna take the Canal boat. It should be a quick zip through town. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, world, here we are. Off again into the city. Everything's packed. We're in the land of Ekkamai and we're on the way to Asok. And the quickest way at this moment, as we are running slightly, not late, but rushed. That's what it is, we're taking the boat.
Calling all poets. This three-word invitation makes circles in her mind. It left vapor trails of fear and doubt. How she dreamt about coming on stage, gracing the mic, to let beauty flow out of her mind like all those poets who comes to watch. But let's be real, she says, because even if courage didn't dodge her and she took the stage, she knew. She said her writing just wasn't good enough. She ain't so much as wrote a proper grocery list, let alone weave strings of words together that make music when strummed by a tongue. But come on, man, everybody knows that's bullshit. The truth is, everyone on this planet that'll ever meet you possesses knowledge that only they can teach you, that leaves you like 8 billion lessons to be taught. And you hold the keys to, come on, at least 2, maybe 3? There's poetry in every breath, every step you've ever taken. So use your voice and illustrate them. Your eyes have seen things that almost every one of us will never witness. Your existence is the sum of every story that came before you, so why not celebrate them? And maybe you never really put it to verse, right? But every second you spent on this earth is a stanza in the poem that you have lived since birth. It's true, you are a poet by virtue of your beating heart. A beat we are all dying to listen to. So I'm calling all poets, because your unspoken story, it rings so loudly in our ears, and yo, the silence is deafening. I'm calling all poets. We spend ages obsessing over how to fly, forgetting that storytelling is how you get your wings. I'm calling all poets. God etched it into your DNA. And this is how you get into heaven. I'm calling all poets. Your words are the daily bread that the mic leavens. I'm calling all poets, because the mic is here today. The crowd is here today. We are here today, and everyone's beckoning. So I'm calling all poets. Right.
Yeah, we have the poetry night.